A bizarre development has happened in Canada, and this is with regard to media's freedom of speech. Canada appears to have gagged an Australian media channel for broadcasting an interview of India's External Affairs Minister. Trudeau's government censoring Jaishankar's remarks that could have been telecast in Canada and across the country too. Basically, this was at a time when External Affairs Minister was also giving some strong, sharp remarks on the pro-Khalistan extremist groups. Remember, this has come barely days since there has been a massive attack and assault on some of the Hindu devotees by the pro-Khalistan groups, all caught on camera. And that led to a counter-protest in solidarity by Hindu, Sikhs and other faiths as well, people specifically even from Canada itself. Australia Today is the name of that channel. It decided to air the press conference of External Affairs Minister and got gagged in turn. India has decided to hit back, condemning the ban on the channel.
You know, in life there will be challenges. Sometimes you will have a few extremist people who will go and do something. It's important that they are checked. You know, look, we are the most, I would say, vigorous democracy in the world. I mean, no country has a stronger commitment to freedom than India. But we always tell people, freedoms are meant to be utilized. Freedom should not be misused. Freedom does not mean that you have also the right to misuse the freedom. So freedom comes with responsibility, comes with good behavior. So, and governments have the responsibility in this regard, and I certainly would hope that that would be the case here.
All right, so let's try and understand what exactly happened. And joining me now is the editor of the Australia Today, Jithar Jai Bharadwaj. Jithar, playing out someone's interview, press conferences, usually who are elected representatives, who are leaders of the country, this is a bare minimum that any channel, any journalist would do. So then what happened? What happened and why is it being called a ban or a gag, Jithar?
If you rightly ask me, I am not quite sure what happened and why Canada acted the way they acted. But one thing I can definitely tell you is within hours of our broadcasting the press conference with Foreign Minister Penny Wong and External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar, it was going very viral on our Facebook account. And everyone from Canada was sending a message, sir, you could have asked this question X, Y, Z. All good. And then I got a chance to have an interview with Dr. Jaishankar. I went for that interview. We did it. And we broadcasted it within 4 hours from the press conference. Now, in the middle of that interview, when people started sending us, thank you for asking these questions, somebody sent me a screenshot saying, sir, I was watching this and now I'm seeing a screenshot saying that you can't watch this content in Canada. And we inquired multiple people and they said the same thing, that now we can't watch you on, your content has been banned, restricted or stopped to be watched in Canada. That's what happened, and we couldn't understand the reason. The only reason was 2 stories which we did that day, and it probably provoked, it probably didn't go well with the Canadian authorities. I don't know what it was, but it's not right in terms of freedom of speech, freedom of press. This is the bare minimum which we do. We interview anyone and everyone from all sides of the politics or whatever ideology they have. This is the first time I see that, because if you have asked a question and we are relaying it and people are probably liking it or want to watch it, and a country kind of restricts it or bans it. It's really bizarre, Pooja.
This is very disturbing, because if a journalist is not supposed to do an interview and telecast it, what else is basically the profile? And it's for people to decide what they make of that interview. And also remember what you're telling us, Jithar, and I want to thank you on that note, that remember that Canada India, Australia. All three are democracies and are supposed to be allies in so many ways. And yet, for some reason, people in Canada suddenly cannot watch Australia Today. That was telecasting India's External Affairs Minister's interview and press conference. That tells you perhaps a lot about what freedom of speech really has been. On that note, Jithar, thank you very much for now, and I'll keep coming back to you and update us on what happened.